Welcome back. Today we have a serious topic. What I've been hearing and seeing, and I'm not too sure if I can relate with it. To be honest with you, before I even start talking about that, what Google is doing after the launch of the Pixel 10 device, which isn't really looking out to be as powerful as we all hoped and anticipated. It is better than before, of course. Well, by how much? That depends, and it's all about the push of the Google's AI, Gemini, and all the other onboard devices AI that can work on board. It's cool that they translate and all that, but the performance for the price performance is not there. It's just not there yet with Google, Habib. And that is the saddest thing so far. I mean, yes, you may be tempted with Jimmy Fallon and Nick Jonas, even, and other celebrities that I have not known by heart. Probably there was, but being there to hype up the Google Pixel 10's launch event, that may just all be great. But is it so rainbows and sunshine as you all may think? As you may know now, it's probably not. But let's still go through and check the Pixel 10 lineup. You and me together in this live stream before we start yapping what the title talks about. Like side loading apps on your Android device, especially those verified Android devices. I am not part of the but once or two here and there I was APK side loading some things for free for fun and to see what happens might be causing vibe. Which is why you all probably tend to use the Play Store. I mean, I will also tell you not all APKs are virus no matter what you think or what they make you think. It's all about privacy, Habibi. Let's do this. It's privacy focused. That's why we're doing this and verifying everyone. So you and I can stay safe, Habibi. But there's more like a bigger scheme or plan to become more just like Apple in the others. A lot of people switch to Android just because of the freedom that they had. That is being taken away. Here's the thing: freedom comes at a cost. It's true that freedom comes at a cost. And you want to do anything and do any crap to your device and make it feel like you own the device fully and not feel like it's vaping you into not doing shit that you shouldn't do, then is Android becoming just like the people that we don't want it to become. The people out over there just in Cupertino, California, that's cooking up the products to be launched in September 9th of next week. I mean, Tuesday is wild. The iPhone 17. If the Air gets released, line you're gonna have to use a battery pack to make it more chunky because the Air also claiming how crappy the battery will be. It's just a crap. But people still buy it to make it thin, then make it bulky. Then what's the point? Just get the regular GoPro, Habibi. You ain't gonna waste thousands and $1,000 on it, would you? I mean, look at the S25s, which is great, but they don't have a bed. They probably don't. But here's the thing: it obviously makes sense of how the phone is. You can't do anything else, or to begin with. So here's the thing. You can sideload apps. You still can, but the verified devices, I'm thinking it's probably, of course, the Google Pixel with many years of support that they started, just like the ones here. But I will tell you one more thing. You don't want to, be the person that still makes baby phones or whatever. You want to be the person that does not do that and gives freedom so people can decide whatever the hell they want to do on their fucking phones and not feel like tied for companies decision that you can't do this, you can't do that, and feel like they are the controller of them all. They are the boss, and you buy their stupid as expensive as that later on feels like a stupid jailbreak, but still is smooth, it's better, and it's greater, and it's awesome. But same can be said for the people of Android. Now that they were forced to give RCS rich communication services, look, they work together. Just like how that should have been. I understand if that feature or anything was like Apple stricted, you know, do that. But the RCS meant to happen, and it happened. That's why I think this, like, if you love the folds, flip, those are a little bit more restricted for you to do anything, you know. So yeah, I don't recommend you doing anything with that. Just stop right now. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything like right now. I don't think this is a good idea for them to do. And loyal people, well, who does sideload their apps, and I am more interested now to do it even more and see even brighter, broader platform. As now I know, this is not important. Like important meaning like not risky if you know where to get it from and what you're doing is really accurate and good, then you don't have to worry about viruses risk or anything, because even phones, when you sideload, it tells you like you can't do that, you should not do this, you should not do that, this is not right, yeah, it makes you press unknown, it makes you press unknown, like apps approve. That's, in my opinion, that's really good that they have the security for that, but still letting us do what we want to do, you know, and not forcing us to not even do what we should be able to do and make our phone our own and do this and that. We will figure out, give us the responsibility. I understand that if we don't do that, we can do anything, but it's not like it's something crazy that's gonna, harm everyone in the worldwide. I mean, look, I think Google's also probably mad about the open source platforms out there that gives out free YouTube Premium or this and that services for free and free ad block that or just ad blocking. I mean that you know Google hates. probably, so they can push their shady ass Google premium. Oh yeah, premium that um not everyone would be enjoying or loving to pay for, like the subscription or the streaming OTV services. It just feels like weird and a big clump that if they fix their service and better redefine what makes a great service system or streaming system for people to pay and own, maybe a lot of people would actually pay for it, you know, instead of just going and pirating the system and feeling, yes, this is the only option I have, even though I have money to pay for the subscription monthly with 20 to I mean, I'm just gonna pirate because that experience is cumbersome and they're taking my money that I don't want to freaking pay for because it makes me feel like their service is not worth it for me than for me to just go through these websites or apps and watch my content or get my show or get the services completely for free. I don't want to provide my services. I want to use my card and feel like, yes, I'm getting a best service and the best price. And a lot of people probably can't pay for it. Let's be honest, frankly, like me. Yeah, I mean, you haven't subscribed. I haven't become ISO speed. So how, or Mr. B, how would I be able to pay for the streaming service and call it like, yeah, it's good, and not even, hop into my cousins or friends who are, willing to pay or give me too. Thank God they're not, some of them are not acting like a freak or a bit that probably a few are. That's um well another thing, but I mean, your Android might not be as free anymore. And that's really makes me sad that where Android had been. I loved Android for the customizability and the feature proof that it has been more than the people at the Cupertino, you know, these guys. These guys have not been so great, but simple. And this is the 15. It has 60 hertz, but it's so like smooth to make you feel like it's better. But it's still 60 hertz. You will notice it here and there. For some people, Android might be a crap, but when you look at the bigger picture, what they are innovating more than the guys at Apple team cooking it up, then you realize and hope that they do the same. For many people, they're admitting that they hope they do the same and become the flip and fold era. Yes, some few people don't even give a crap about that. But here's the thing: if you want the experience, it's only for verified phone. I'm expecting the verified phones probably be Google Pixel one and the S lineups or no from Samsung or the Fold Flip. I mean, I hope not, but anything happen. But it seems like it's gonna be in Brazil, Singapore, and the testing the test is gonna be solely in like few countries, if you know what I mean. So yeah, they're gonna test it out in few countries. Brazil getting the beta version, so it's not gonna be released to the public or the worldwide. People are gonna test it within those regions. I'm assuming those regions have a lot of Android user plus. It's not going to be released into the mainstream region like UK, United States here. I mean, look, it pretty much makes sense, honestly. So, oh my God, have I not been talking? Have I not been talking? Wow, I am. Thank God. I'm still gonna do the main audio. So yeah, good that I'm talking and you can hear me. Sometimes you can't in middle point. But now I'm on the regular voice. You can be even better. So great. Last F Droid is one of the popular place to get your APKs on the Android device itself, and I myself loving. You know, I myself love that there's communities for open source platforms out there. It's Google's not saying, hold up, if you if you don't have an app, on the Google Play Store about your platform, hold up, wait a minute, you still need to verify with us. We're not gonna check your content though, Habibi. Just verify with us. It's like checking at the airport system. They check you, then the bag separate. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, you don't have anything better to do than to do this? Oh my god. Tech lords have done it again. That's why only the people will be affected that actually uses the Google services. If you don't, then the other OS like GrapheneOS on the Pixel will not be affected. But they made it harder to get that with some security or whatever they. Oh my god, bro! Don't do this right now. Then it won't matter if you have either of this. It don't matter what you do here. It'll be the pretty much the freaking same. So you will be limited as hell for God knows why. I, uh, I mean, Android's trying to do it. It's probably to track down those open source, the killing their service. For make the service fucking better. For God's sake, then the people that actually can pay, like, would absolutely pay and not have to worry about the open source. For God's sake. I don't know who's gonna agree with me, and I'm crashing out on this topic. Which, I mean, I mean, I have a better reason to crash out on. I mean, even though it does not affect me, but it might have affected everyone, which also affects me because this is a good and greatest opportunity that the under community has. They're gonna even make the source public, but like still gonna be a stripped down version of it. It's gonna be Google for a lot. I mean, it's gonna be bad for a lot of developers who use Android, which is the top of the top dogs for OS. I have nothing else to say. I've yapped a lot to say that this is a bummer if that actually goes into funny fact. Will affect the whole tech community and will bow in my head to know what the hell is going on. Google. Bismillah. No, 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 no. Almost done something to the laptop. You can join the stream and give your thoughts at 479166965 right there, or actually the stream is stream by going to tinyurl.com/stream live. Yeah, I forget it right there. So let's go and actually follow, subscribe, and for the more of the news is like this of the tech industry and whatever might be happening, which I might also talk about later on. But I am gonna go live. This is the only one way I can create content better. I mean, if I don't have to, do, and I don't have a new phone. Okay, man. So that's that. They're changing, Habibi. The world changing how we use our devices. A lot of people probably gonna be like, I want the Linux phone. I mean, look, Samsung has a security, that's so strong. You can't, you know, uh, have your own OS and say, I want to have my own operating system, but it will take out Samsung Wallet, Google, whatever the certain Samsung feature NFC that you want with your Samsung device, like right here, the Galaxy S21 5G. This phone had been effing up, going crazy. I want the S25 Volt. I want you. I need you. I no one's signing me on anything right nearby. It's hard. So that is the thing. Like, I mean, I was able to get certain things saved up, and this to that I'm recording well. Alhamdulillah, wallahi, I appreciate. But I mean, hold up. Let's go and check out what actually Google Pixel is doing. Google Pixel uh, as maybe be the popular, but it might not be as much anymore. So look, damn, they're charging for 999 for the Pro. Huh, baby, that's like something. But hold up, did you make the device any better? Hold up. Well, much better, no, but it's good still. But it's not as good as the main flagship would like to call. So that's pretty bad. All in all, I mean, I would just say go somewhere else, like US Mobile, which will give you a better deal. You don't even have to freaking train and get you a better deal on the pixels. Then Google fight themselves. Oh, um, that's really that. But see, Habibi, oh wow, no, no, whoa, hold on, that's a good. Okay, but I don't want that. I want the ultra. All right, pretty good on that sense. This is the devastating and saddening part of this that Google is doing, and this is not right. It needs to change, Habibi. You need to allow. Not a lot of people who want to verify their freaking identity, like me, for example. I'm Muhammad Hossein Ali. Not everyone wanna, verify their identity. Well, that's online name, but just to say. And yeah, I am a content with eternity of lifetime filled with tranquility, hope, and I am very upfront with certain things, but not everything that I was before, which could have costed me a lot. Well, and made me freak out that my information's out there, even my face that I didn't. Not everyone wanna identify themselves. I mean, if it's an open source, Google might even charge them to become an official. Like, holy, don't do that. Don't you do that. Really don't. That was but oh my god, that's really not not what you want Google to absolutely do. It might hurt a lot of people who uses those services and loves those services and knows it's fine for them. There is no problem. Wait for the damage, Habibi, when it's gonna start looking like the other guys out there. Your phone might be brick, like gel, to the way that the tech company controls and not how you control and own it. Is that's not good. That's really not good. You will agree with everyone that's talking about this and going crazy about it like that. I mean, look, it's just matter of fact before something happened. You know, it's bad. It's really crazy. We don't want that to happen. Look at what they have to say in their official website. Elevating Android security to keep it open and safe. Oh, like, yeah, that's the intention, Habibi. Yeah, or some scandal. By making Android safer, we're protecting the open environment that allows developers and users to confidently create and connect. Android's new developer verification is an extra layer of security that detects bad actors and makes it harder for them to spread harm. Starting in September 2026, Android will require all apps to be registered by verified developers in order to be installed on certified Android devices, which I'm going to check if they have list the Oh my god. Oh wow. Holy moly. Their brand is not there though. Oh, bye bye Samsung users. Side loading apps. Can't even get an OS over there because it's so strict. Without taking out the main features, just like on Google. But they made it a little harder. Hmm. Yo, everyone, like almost everyone, even those T-Mobile phones. Okay, every company almost, even Cricket phone. Bro, I mean Cricket crap anyway. When I, oh my god, I don't know how they are now, but every manufacturer almost, and you and me coming out with a concept phone of 1500 or more, you know, I'm gonna need that, make it real. But the point is, you're screwed if they're not verified, company phones right here that are, probably mainstream or if not so mainstream, but from a brand, you're basically screwed up. So I think they joined to be verified. They were very. Even the Walmart brand is. What does the Walmart brand do? Oh my. Okay, hubby. Okay, what is we? Mm. Okay, this is what they are. Hold on, Habibi. So you are basically grow. Okay. So basically, you're all that they say that you're basically gonna have to comply with that. You can't make the decision anymore. Becoming like Apple, bro. Sign up for early access. We encourage all developers who distribute apps on certified Android devices to sign up for early access. This is the best way to get ready and stay updated. The experience will be available in a new Android developer console for developers who only publish outside of Play. Okay, and for developer who publish both on Play. Oh, eh, boom. You're done, basically. Yep. Android blocked side loading. So Google is implementing a new policy to block the side loading of apps from unverified developers on Android devices starting in September of next year, 2026. This change, which will be rolled out in phases beginning with Brazil, Indonesia, Singapore, and Thailand, requires developers to verify their identity through a new process before their apps can be installed via sideload. The move is from all right. We are screwed as an Android lover and the side loading. I'm gonna be probably side loading few things that I would still do right now, and I don't think this phone's gonna get affected. It doesn't get the new updates anymore. But stuck on Android 15. But what would you do? Get me a new phone. I need one. But I mean, even then, wow, crazy. I know, I know. I'm hoping that they don't get as hurt as they are, you know, but just hoping that they're not harsh. But who am I kidding? You know, Here's the thing. I think all that is one of the things that needs to be solved. I mean, here's the thing. Like why um we as a consumer will have to worry about this. You know, this is not the right thing. This is not we shouldn't have to worry about. It's crazy how they are really owning us, which even the graphene OS, like nothing can be helped by this. So like very much might not even make sense anymore. Like who am I kidding? I mean, you might agree with all that I put right here. Let me read it to you. I might not feel as affected by this, but still, I don't agree with the fact that Google or Android is becoming like iOS, and that we as users will be controlled in what we do with our phones. We own. LOL. Very funny. I wish. But anyhow, the one and only reason people are loving Android more is for the innovation and customizability. On the side, customizability with being able to side load any apps they want. Any apps they want to. What the heck is any apps they want? Being ability to sideload any apps they want. Not everything is a virus, and only some are free, sketchy ways to get content, which also have pop-up ads that are shady and sketchy. Tech giants own us, and we let them. Some phones you can't yet get. In some phones, you can get GrapheneOS. a privacy focused OS that won't be affected since there are I mean, no Google Play services. Dang, in this era, an economy of subscription is hurting us when bills are going bonkers high. Will it make sense between iOS and Android anymore? Can't own it. And people are choosing to pirate things like if we can own it, then it is still, please, for people that can, for people that can pay for subscription, please make the experience better for them and new users and cheaper and right. That's it for me, and I'm out of here. Thank you. Comment down below if you think anything.